Hey guys, it is Jillian here. I am 2 months post my bikini competition. I'm currently hard boiling eggs, if you can hear that in the background. I wanted to do a little video on how not to rebound after your competition and share a little bit of my story because that was a huge concern of mine and something I researched really heavily because I knew going into something so extreme there had to be repercussions, but I wanted to limit those. So I worked very closely with my coach and did a lot of research and tried to find videos like this, which hopefully might help you to ease that post-competition rebound because I heard horror stories and had close friends who just, immediately put on 10, 20 pounds, which is really hard to get off. That's not muscle if you're putting it on that quickly. Putting on a solid amount of fat right after their show, binging, waking up at 3 in the morning and just like raiding the fridge, just crazy behavior because their body was so dieted and depleted. So I'm 2 months post show. I've gained about 2 to 4 pounds depending on the day. That's definitely fat and a little bit of muscle. Hopefully, I've been working at my workouts, but it's probably 2 pounds of fat and water weight, which is totally cool. I feel like myself again. I have so much energy. It's totally worth it. And I will be gaining more over the next few months as I work to put on more muscle and increase my calories. But that's a very healthy rate. And I'm really lucky to have a coach who helped me achieve that basically by going right into maintenance calories, but keeping cardio where it was. We decreased cardio a bit. So instead of doing a slow increase in calories, which can lead again to feeling like you're still starving and binging, we went right to maintenance, and I just accepted, a quick spike in my weight, which kind of leveled out. So that was fine, and I've just been doing a little bit of cardio every day. Nothing crazy, nothing like I was doing on prep, and just finding a bit of balance, which is hard after competition. It's totally scientifically sound for your body to rebel after going into an extreme diet. They've done tests on animals and people and scientific studies that prove that you restrict, people will rebel and end up gaining what they lost and then some. So I'm never a pro strict dieter, but I am pro understanding the science behind it. And if you want to compete and do something like that and achieve this certain physique, to understand it and use it to your advantage. So I'm super stoked to be where I'm at. I'm getting married in 10 days. Oh my goodness. So I didn't want to go too crazy. I wanted to stay relatively lean, and I'm happy to have achieved that. A huge thing for me has also been finding balance again in my life, enjoying exercise. So, not always going to the gym, going outside, doing yoga. I've been running with the dog in the mornings. So, finding just overall balance in my life, enjoying my food, going out with friends, but still keeping a regular fitness schedule. I make sure I do weights a certain amount of times per week and do cardio a certain amount of times per week because my body was in a state of doing that every day to an extreme. So if I completely cut that out or do a drastic change, there's going to be consequences. So I don't know if I will be a bodybuilder. Sorry, my alarm for my eggs went off. So I don't know if I will be a bodybuilder forever. But for now, I'm going to ease out of that extreme schedule and then, decide, do I want to find a balanced fitness schedule, maybe get back into yoga, do other things, or do I want to go on a serious bulk and compete again next year? Both, I think, are totally cool. I just have to feel that out. But for now, I'm keeping a relatively solid schedule for my workouts because I'm not going to go from this end to that end like that. Extremes are never your friend. Another thing that is very key that I'd recommend for everyone post-competition, not that I'm an expert, I've done one competition and I got 4th place in novice, I also think my rebound wasn't as bad because I did not get super, super stage lean, which if you're a pro competitor, you have to. And so then you have to also expect more drastic consequences. And if I decide to take that route, I will, you know, take the repercussions. So I'm also going to take these eggs off from boiling. Still getting my protein in. So yeah, anyways, after competition, no matter how intense your prep was, your body is probably pretty acidic. You've probably been drinking a lot of coffee, having a lot of artificial sweeteners. Some competitors, if you're super clean bro diet, you won't. Personally, I used quite a bit. I used a lot of Walden Farms, water enhancers, you know, this, that, and the other. And not a lot of fresh fruit. I had a lot of vegetables, but still a pretty acidic diet. So I've been trying to have a lot of anti-inflammatory foods, a lot of hormone balancing foods, you know, making green smoothies, adding maca, eating fresh organic fruit, switching from Walden Farms dressings to organic dressings or olive oil and lemon. So just trying to regulate my body so that it's in a healthy state, because the fitness world and the bodybuilding world, it's not health. People might think you look healthy because you're super lean, but you're not healthy. So if that's important to you, which it should be if you want to, you know, be a strong bodybuilder or just a strong person for the rest of your life, your health has to come into play. So I think that's super important. And I've been following, you know, Courtney King, the new Miss Olympia, and she's super, super healthy. She has this really nice balanced approach to her diet, and I think that probably played a part in her doing so well, looking so healthy on stage, having so much energy, seeming so happy, which obviously was something the judges liked. She didn't look like she was emaciated or, you know, suffering too much, although she was very, very lean and probably worked her butt off. I think that healthy look, and I said that during my competition too, is helpful. So lastly, my last most important point is to realize you're not gonna stay lean, and that's okay. You know, I have an extra layer of fat on my body. I was gonna say cushion, but that sounded weird. And that's totally fine. That's what you need to be healthy, and that's what your off season is. And soon I'll put on more because I'm gonna bulk to put on more muscle if that's what I decide to do. So you just have to realize that it's cool. You look good, you look healthy, you're gonna feel fluffy because you're used to being an insanely unhealthy level of lean, but you're doing good. And your health comes first. And if you want to get to that point, but even better in the future, you just gotta accept it. Anyways, I hope that is somewhat helpful. I realize it's a bit of a long rant, but I wanted to check in with you guys and tell you I'm doing so well, and I want to do more videos. I want to do some glute workouts because I'm now actually doing 2 to 3 leg days per week and really focusing on that. And I want to do some cooking videos because I'm back into that. So stay tuned. Talk to you soon.